The wonderful thing about going forward is you meet absolutely stunning people. Today, we're going to have a little chat with Chrissie Astell, arguably one of the most connected angel, shall we say, queens you can find. And here she is, live in our studio. And welcome to us.
Thank you.
I hope you're feeling nice and gentle and relaxed.
I am, actually.
You know, big and sparkly. And I see the tree of life that you'll feel very comfortable about.
I do.
So, Chrissie, you've got books, I think 5, you've sort of written about. How do you feel about angels?
Well, it's funny, I've been teaching people to connect to the energy that we call angels for the last 20 years. And since the beginning, 20 years ago, everything has changed. I've changed, the paradigm has changed.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I teach people to connect now is completely different. I used to tell them that they had to, get into a place where they could meet their guardian angel and all of those things. Now, I teach people how to connect to their higher self, to the universe, to the creative order of things, and I believe that these angels are energies that we're tapping into, not people with wings. We've talked about this, haven't we?
Yes.
I mean, all the artists have since time immemorial, they've always depicted angels as people with wings,
yes,
because that's how we understand them. But for me, they're vast swathes of creative divine energy that we can tap into. And the reason why we need to know a name is not because that is a name in the way we understand it, but because the sound that you're making is the key that opens the door for the connection to that particular angelic presence.
Well, it's like feeling something and then understanding how to get in touch with that feeling.
Yeah, it is.
And if you thought, well, Raphael is the way to say the word that gets you into that, then say the word.
Yeah.
If it's a name, it's a name, but let's face it, it's a gateway to, well, it may be a gift, but also it may be something that will help you at the time.
Yeah, healing. You mentioned Raphael, which is the name. The name in Hebrew is the God who heals. So it's Rapha is doctor, and El is where we know it's a divine being.
There you go.
So it's divine being who heals. And this is this connection, this amazing connection that we can have in order to bring healing to our own bodies and then help other people too.
And to also help that along, you've created a set of cards, I believe. Well, I know because I've seen them.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to us a little bit about that? Because I know
Why
you've been to
not?
the Holy Land and done all the hard grafting, the struggling in the sands and things amongst the things that make you feel wonderful, and you've communicated that to people. Tell us about your cards, because I believe, young lady, it is a sort of anniversary at this moment in time.
Ah, yeah, well, we can I get them? Can I
Well,
show you?
if we
these
don't
lovely
show them, they
cards?
won't see them, will they?
These were first created with Watkins, Duncan Baird Publishing,
Right.
10 years ago.
Would you show those to the viewers
Yes,
so that they
I
can
will.
actually see a few
Let
of
me
them?
show you. This one's one
She
of my
has got
favourites.
favourites.
Yes, I have. This is the love. Now, if you see there are 4 different colours: red, green, blue, and white. And these are the different suits. So we have Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel. But we can't limit the qualities and the essence of each of these archangels into 52. 52 qualities can't be limited into 4 archangels.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say. And so each of the cards has a word at the bottom. So beauty, abundance, joy. There's another lovely one. Look at that lovely joy card here. And so these attributes are what we're looking at. So when
Yes.
you choose a card, go on, choose a card. In fact, let's turn them over
Turn
and
them
do
over,
it.
sorry.
Do it the way I
Okay.
would do it if I
Okay,
was
for the
asking
middle of
people.
the pack. there
Middle
we
of
go.
the pack.
There
So
we go.
you've chosen the card of justice. So this is the justice card. Now, this is a very strong, powerful card.
Right.
The energy of this is a Michael message. So
Right.
it's a Michael, Archangel Michael, and he comes along with this particular image when there's something going on in your life that's to do with the legal side of life. So it's maybe something to do with business, or in some cases when people come to me, it may be something personal like divorce. But whatever it is, this angel card, this one here, is asking you to weigh it lightly. So although it's very powerful and very strong, the message is not to get bogged down by the business side or the legalities and the words, but to actually go with the feelings and the sense of it and to take it lightly.
I don't need any encouragement to go illegal.
The thing with the justice card too is that it comes up when people are quite hard on themselves. So if you are quite hard on yourself and you judge yourself harshly, this would be saying, just lighten up a bit on yourself. So I don't know, Stuart, I don't know whether you would take yourself, whether you're hard on yourself or not, but that would say take yourself lightly.
In that case, I shall. But how long is the anniversary? Is, I believe, 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. So 10 years ago, Watkins asked me to, or Duncan Bear Publishing it was then, asked me to produce a set of cards.
Yes.
It was really, really popular. They were called Angel Insight cards.
Yep.
Then they re-released them, and they came out in another method, Guardian Angel Oracles. But then this time round, they've produced them in this gorgeous little drawer. So people can keep them in this lovely box. They can keep the cards in the box. They can keep the book on top. They can keep them all in this lovely little drawer. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And of course, on the back, they've got this lovely symbol with
angel with wings.
Angel with wings, and they copied that from the
I was going to say
illustration on the top of the book, the angel with wings. Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember the Saint?
Yes,
in
I was thinking, Roger Moore would be delighted to see this.
Giving away our age there, Stuart.
Yeah, he's still alive in Monaco. His two sons are now doing many of the ambassadorial works. And Roger is very much a force still to be reckoned with, even for the UN or United Nations Children's Organisation. So I'm tremendously. But you have spoken about connectivity, angels trying to improve people's lives for quite a time. And have you noticed that in the last 2 or 3 years there seems to be a much more, certainly a feminine response to what you're saying?
Yeah, but you see, years ago, people always felt they needed to go through either a priest,
yes,
or some authoritative figure,
yes,
in order to get their prayers felt. Now I'm looking at ways of encouraging people to connect for themselves. So although we have a beautiful pack of cards, for me that's not about telling people their fortune.
No.
It's about them using them in order to develop their own connections and their own higher abilities, their if you like, sixth sense or spiritual connection to whatever that is for people. So it can be nature, it can be because they love the stars and sky and rainbows, whatever it is that enables them to have those aha moments. That's when to get in and connect to the universe.
Well, but as you're advocating doing it yourself, it's very different from previously where people, one, didn't know what to do, so you say it to other people, but it's empowering yourself to reconnect yourself with nature, the forces around us, and things that, had it not been for various kinds of religious teachings, we would have been in contact with. So it's almost pushing back the things that blocked us from doing what we used to do naturally.
I think you might be right, but we're not there now. We're here, aren't we?
Yes.
So as you said,
you're very much here because you're sitting here in front of me. So it's lovely to see you.
The last couple of years, as you said, there's been a reawakening. There's been a shift, and I don't think it's any coincidence that it's part of the whole Aquarian age. So it's about communicating, it's about connecting, it's about linking together. Groups are forming all over the place, aren't they? I mean, look, we've got all the social media trying to empower us, enable us, read this and become enlightened, join this group and share your spiritual activities.
Just a minute, just hold on there. You're joined with somebody, haven't you, on the internet, doing something with another lady?
Just recently, yeah. There's a summit.
Yeah, funny that, yes.
Yeah,
and there's somebody else,
Keneally.
Elena Keneally, exactly, whose emails plop into my email box all the time. So I know you've connected with others.
That's right. And Tori Hartman, the cardiac chakra wisdom lady from the States.
There you
She
go.
just did a summit recently. But many of us are coming together. I think that's how we're developing so many mind, body, spirit events. Since the 70s though, they've been going. People have got everything at their fingertips. This is the first time ever that we've been able to just Google something and learn about other religions. Find out all this information. My worry is that very often the information is there, it's very confusing, and people don't know where to run with it.
No.
And they can very easily be distracted and go down the wrong road.
A little bit of guidance, I think, is important, but also perhaps, I wouldn't say teaching, but if you kind of know the subject or know something about what the person who you're going to go for advice is going to say,
Yes.
then you don't have to look it all up as you go
Yes.
along. It makes your job easier
Yeah.
because you understand what they're about to enter, and I think the benefit is substantial. How can people get hold of you, Chrissie, if they want to? There's a
I'd love them
www. Come on, tell us what
There's a
it is.
www.angellight.co.uk.
And that will get hold of you.
That will get hold of me. I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter and LinkedIn and,
And
all the other.
And she's
social
also on The Way Forward on UK Health Radio every month doing a Chrissie thing. So thank you so much for being with us.
Lovely. Thank you
We'll
for
talk
inviting
again
me.
soon.
Thank you. Thanks.